We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
It's certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, a run with Breida, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 40.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's McFarland. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
He was tackled at the 20.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, it's Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Tua going to hand this one to Burrito. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but fourth down coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack. Mike 5-4, Mike.
On first down, McFarland. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Right there.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
At the 28-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All day, every day, any day.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
3-3.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
And a Dolphin 1st down.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he stopped immediately there.
A toss play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This is Harris. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Harris, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Dolphins.
They run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
For the running back.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, this is Harris. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run with Harris. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to the brother of JJ. This is Derek Watt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Circle round twice for the encore. You know, you know.
They'll run with McFarland. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
I'm wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion. to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On play action, here's Tua. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And less than a yard.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Taken down at the
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And the Dolphin first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Again, McFarland. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun now on third down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get this down to the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a run with McFarland. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
The tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 5-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th and 1.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
48, 48, come on. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Preston Smith.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Scarborough. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Harris. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run with Harris. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to run with Harris, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown.
Damian Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And here's Lewis. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run here with McFarland. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Ball carrier.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Juju. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Try to run for it with Snell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running with McFarland. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. McFarland once more. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. It's Scarborough again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Across midfield.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
55, let's go, B.
This is Harris. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now they'll run it with Scarborough, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Third down.
They try again with Scarborough. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drop.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And here in overtime, if the team... It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
And as we said, they control their own destiny now. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ebron's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
7-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't.
Finding some room at midfield. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. He'll look to throw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. 2nd down and 3. On the ground, it's McFarland. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They run the counter. McFarland. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage of game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say: get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now here's Snell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
At the goal line. It's a gain of a yard.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. They win game number 7, which was their goal at the beginning of the season and the final game of the season.
And I know a lot of people would wonder about the celebration. Why would you be so excited? Getting 7 wins. Well, guess what? That's what they wanted to do. To hit a goal, that means something for a team, and they should celebrate that fact.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.